So guys, today back in a video on the channel today. We're here for the Newcastle United versus Crystal Palace player ratings. Whoa, it was a close one, but we got there in the end. Thank God for that. If you didn't watch the reaction to the game, I button at the top, link in the description and on the end screen. So if you haven't watched that video, watch this one and then you can click on the reaction straight after. But what a result. We needed that, but it wasn't an amazing performance, but it was a convincing performance, and Steve proved me wrong, which I know it's against Zaha FC when they didn't have work for Zaha, but we take it. It's a 2-0 win, and big up to the men who scored the goals and got the assists for the goals. Absolutely class. We'll do the player ratings like normal. Starting off in goal, Caldaro for easily an 8 out of 10. Easily, right? Saving the first half, saving the one from Slup, and then he made a really good save in the second half. He kept us in that game. He kept us in that game yet again. If it wasn't for Caldaro, I'll be standing there raging. Simple as. Because we would have got them 2 goals if it wasn't for Caldaro. Simple as. Caldaro, really good saves, commanding. I say another clean sheet. It's only his second clean sheet of the season, but it's a good clean sheet for him because he actually done something. He made some really good saves. That clean sheet on me is up to him. Good result. I'm going to go for a solid 9 out of 10 for Caldaro. Right back now, Javier Manquillo wasn't fantastic, wasn't great, but he performed. He created the first goal. He got the throw in. Wasted a little bit of time getting in the Palace's head. Took the throw in. Good. It was okay for Javier Manquillo. Not like you're going to give a 9 out of 10 to Caldaro. I'm going to give Javier Manquillo a 7 out of 10. I think that's fair. Centre backs. I bet this has been a really hard week for Federico Fernandez. His idol has passed away in Diego Maradona. Rest in peace to Diego. Must be a hard week for him. And he put that performance out for him. And he was absolutely immense. Absolutely fantastic. He done that performance for him. What a performance. And he warmed up with Maradona 10 on his back. It would have been such a hard week being brought up in Argentina, and that's literally his idol. He's looked up to Diego Maradona, and he put that performance in for him. And I'm sure Diego probably might not knew Fernandez in the way that he knew Lionel Messi and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure he would have knew who he was and appreciated him. And that performance was for him. And obviously I'm my thoughts with his family of Diego and his friends, which it's honestly horrible to lose one of football's greats. Federico Fernandez, his performance today, immense. That block is game-changing. Game-changing. If he doesn't make that block, I'm sitting there raging. Because Darlow wouldn't have saved the position the player was in. What a block. What a block that was by Federico Fernandez. And that's enough for me to give him a 9 out of 10. Kevin Clark was the next centre-back. It's good for him to get a clean sheet as well. It was a decent performance. I didn't think he really stood out in any sort of way, to be honest. Which is a good thing for a centre-back. If your centre-back's not really doing much, it's a good thing. I didn't think he really had to do much, to be honest with you, apart from just do the easy things. I think Federico Fernandez had the standout performance in centre back, but I think Clark was decent. You know, he was alright. Like Javier Manquillo, he's okay. I'm gonna give Kevin Clark a 7 out of 10. Jamal Lewis next, and Jamal, he was the one who was speaking out this weekend with Newcastle, and he was saying we can't lose 3 games in a row. We've really got to go there and really push for it. And that's for me. That's his best game for the club. It is. He hasn't really performed this season, apart from today, in my opinion. When you look at how he played, when he was getting the ball left hand side, Chelsea keep going backwards, backwards. But today he was going forward with the ball. He was running with the ball, going forward, which is good to see from your left back. I think it was a good performance from Jamal Lewis today. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Midfield now. It was a midfield 2 of John Joe Shelby and Sean Longstaff. We'll start with Sean, who sat a little bit more back than John Joe. I think Sean, yet again, today was immense. Class. Since I went in the Xbox party with him, he's been a changed man. He was probably one of the best players against Chelsea, and today he was class again. A really good performance. That run to win the free kick where Richie took it. Fantastic run. For your centre midfielder to do that, it's class. Right, to just have that little bit of knowledge, just to go forward. He could have easily just played that wide and then could have let the Palace defence go back, but he wanted to go forward with the ball. He wanted to push forward and get a chance on goal, and we did, which is fair enough to him. Yeah, I think he was class. Really, really good today. 8 out of 10. John Joe next, and he obviously came in and back from an injury. I can't remember when he last played. I think it might be Man United, but it was a good performance from Shelby. It was. Yeah, again, like Sean, he was looking forward. He was looking forward, like constantly going forward, sideways, forwards, not going back. And that was the change of getting a result today and not getting a result today. Simple as. We pushed for the ball. We wanted to win the ball and pushing forward with the ball. And we did do that, which is down to your midfielders. And your midfielders have to do that. But I give Sean an 8. I'm going to give John Shelby the exact same 8 out of 10. On to the wingers now. We'll start off with Jeff Hendrick, and he'd been criticised a lot by myself, by other Newcastle fans. He wasn't bad today. He wasn't great, to be honest with you, but he wasn't bad, like, in the last couple of weeks. He's had a tough time in the international duty and coming back, not playing. But yeah, coming today with for Alan St. Maximin, he was okay. He was meh. He was average. Done the job. There was a couple of times where he was tracking back, helping defensively, and he was like looking away from the ball and stuff. When you're a professional footballer, he's not a small lad either. Just get fucking stuck in, lad. Just get stuck in. I think he's our worst performer today. With the next player we're going to talk about, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Miggy Amiron. It just wasn't one of them days for Miggy. Everything happened when he went off, and I didn't realise he went off for Matt Ritchie. It was one of the performances for Miggy where he didn't really stand out, but he still had to do his bit, in my opinion. In the first 20 minutes in our first stage, he was probably our best player. But as the game went on, it just sort of like drag away, to be honest with you. And seeing him sit on the bench with a little miserable face, it's not nice to see. Oh, happy and jolly and whatnot. And I don't think he'll be gone, which is a sad sign. But Miggy today, I'm going to have to give him the same as Jeff Hendrick, a 6 out of 10. He didn't really do much, and everything happened when he went off. So 6 out of 10 in my opinion. Now the main men. We're going to start off with Joelinton. Got that goal to secure the win. And honestly, I'm so proud of him. Because at the start, you think £40 million, he's got to be doing better. When you look into it a lot more, right? Came from a different country and whatnot. Some players take a lot of time to settle in. I watched a Tottenham documentary and it was the exact same for Ndombele. He's performing this season. He didn't perform last season. Cost him a lot of money. And it just takes time for players to settle in. And that one goal could change it. He could just be a changed man. That's his third goal in the Prem now. Yes, it wasn't a great goal, but he worked his socks off yet again today. He worked his socks off. And that's what you've got to do as a striker. Happy for his goal. He even got the assist for Wilson's goal, which would have been enough for me to give him a really good rating, because I think he was one of our best performers. In the first half, he was like our force going forward. I didn't think Wilson was that, like, it wasn't great in the first half, but he didn't really stand out. But when you look at Joelinton and his setting up performance and that goal, it just stands out. And I even said he's one of our best players in the first half. And so far this season, in my opinion, our best player against Chelsea is this Joelinton starting to come out. Fingers crossed, because that's what being Newcastle's number 9, seeing Alan Shearer on there today, seeing that he's got no confidence and whatnot. Let's hope this is Joelinton's time to shine. Fingers crossed, and we'll pray. Joelinton today, 9 out of 10. And finally, for the start 11, Callum Wilson. A goal and assist again in the fantasy football team as well, which is starting off a good week for me. What a player. What a player. How many games are we in? 10 games in, right? He's got more goals than our top goal scorer last season, which was John Joe Shelby with 6. He's got 7 with 3 assists. 10 goal contributions this season. What a player. What a bargain. What a player. So underrated. Like, you see fans talking about your Jimenez, your Dominic Calvert-Lewin and whatnot. Don't say anyone spit about Callum Wilson. Yet again, another good performance. His hold-up play, for not being a big lad, like when Rondon used to hold the ball up for him, he obviously wasn't a big lad, right? Wilson's not a big lad, but he battles and he wants to do it for the club. He's got that fight, because he's got that fight compared to being another player who's on loan or who's signed on a free or whatnot. When you sign for someone for £20 million, being English signed for one of the biggest clubs in the country, You just got a little bit of core in you to muscle off a defender, to give that little bit more. And look what happened today. Great finish from him. I think he megged the keeper, megged Guaite, I'm not 100% sure, but that's our first win in Selhurst Park since Dummett scored in the cup. And he's got with that late goal with Joelinton. Yeah, again, I've got to give him the same as Joelinton, 9 out of 10. Can't really speak about the subs apart from Matt Ritchie had that chance where the keeper saved it. And Fabian Schär literally came on and done just secured the win. But what a result. What a result, boys. Didn't watch the reaction already? Make sure to watch it. What a game. What a result. Big up Joe. Goat Linton is here and he's doing bits for the club. Anyway, lads, that's the end of the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll move on to, I'm not sure who we got next week. It's West Brom, Fulham or Leeds, one of them. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if he is. Lads, see you on the next one. Big win against Palace. Come on.